If Marcus Garvey were alive today, imagine Marcus Garvey walking the streets of today, not Harlem in 1920, but Brooklyn, Lagos, Accra, Kingston, Brixton, or Atlanta. He looks around. He sees our struggles, our victories, our confusion, our potential. And then he speaks. 1. Black consciousness is rising, but not complete. Garvey would see something powerful happening. The sleeping giant, the African mind, is beginning to stir. We speak about history. We wear our hair natural. We chant Black Lives Matter. We reject lies fed to us by colonial textbooks. But Garvey would pause and ask, have you awakened, or are you still dreaming inside someone else's system? He'd remind us, wokeness without structure is just noise. Awareness must lead to action. 2. Freedom requires power, not symbols. We wear Pan-African colors. Celebrate Juneteenth. Post quotes from our heroes. But Garvey would ask, where are your ships, your banks, your factories, your schools? Because he didn't fight for symbolic freedom. He fought for real sovereignty. A race without authority and power is a race without respect. He would see us spend billions every year, yet too little circulates in black hands. And he would say, we must own, control, and build, or perish trying. 3. Africa must rise, and so must our connection to it. Garvey was never just about Harlem. He wasn't just about Jamaica. His heart beat for Africa, the ancestral homeland of all black people. If he saw Africa today, he'd be outraged by corruption, neocolonialism, and dependency on Western institutions. But he'd also be inspired by young African tech pioneers, by cultural rebirth, by diasporans returning to Ghana, Senegal, Nigeria. And he'd ask us, why haven't we built the Africa we dream of? What are we waiting for? Africa for the Africans, at home and abroad. That was not a slogan. It was a divine mission. For media is a weapon, use it wisely. Garvey built his own newspaper, The Negro World. He didn't wait for approval. He understood media is power. Today, we have more tools than he ever imagined. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, podcasts. But what do we use them for? Garvey would warn us, don't let Babylon control your mind through the screen. The greatest weapon used against the Negro is disorganization. So he'd tell us to create our own channels, tell our own stories, and educate our children, not entertain them into submission. 5. Division is our defeat. Unity is our deliverance. African Americans, Jamaicans, Haitians, Nigerians, Ghanaians, Trinis, Afro-Brazilians, Black Britons, South Africans, same roots, same struggle, same enemy, same destiny. But what do? We divide over accents, flags, skin tones, and colonial borders. Garvey would raise his voice. Until you unite, politically, economically, spiritually, you will never be truly free. We are not fighting for place or for territory. We are fighting for identity, the soul of our people. And that fight requires unity across every shore touched by the slave ships. 6. The final message, up you mighty race. So if Marcus Garvey were here today, what would he say? He'd say we've gained symbols, slogans, and surface-level freedoms. But real freedom, the kind that makes a people whole, still waits for us. And that freedom demands vision, discipline, sacrifice, unity, action. Up you mighty race. You can accomplish what you will. So the question is no longer, what would Garvey say? The question is, are we finally ready to listen? Call to action. If you believe in Garvey's vision, don't let it die in the pages of history books. Live it, build it, spread it. Africa for the Africans, at home and abroad.